We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, a notable matchup of playoff hopefuls between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Cole Hamels, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Cole Hamels, one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Early on in his career with the Philadelphia Phillies, was really almost the ace of those really good Philadelphia Philly teams. His best pitch, the straight changeup. His changeup was as good as it is now when he was in high school coming out of San Diego, California. 93 to 95, will throw the overhand curveball, but primarily a two-pitch pitcher. Fastball and a lot of straight changeups.
A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Just a perfect afternoon for baseball. 80 degrees under clear blue skies. One and two now. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike three. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He comes in hitting over 320, and to carry that kind of average, that's awfully impressive. People start to take notice. I'm noticing right now, so let's see if he's able to show us some of that hot hitting in this one.
In is Christian Yelich, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And he takes strike three called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And he takes ball one.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in, get those guys to respect it, and open up that outer half of the plate.
Hamels ready with the 1-1. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Gio Gonzalez is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Stepping in, Jason Hayward. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A dive, and he knocks it down. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Grounded to short. Backhanded. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
That's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Here's Chris Bryant now, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. He's set. Here it comes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, Dero. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
So runners at first and second here with 1 away, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman Anthony Rizzo. No balls and a strike to count. Castellanos on second. Bryant at first. 1 gone. Fouled away. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Fielded by Moustakas. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. An inning in the books. No score on MLB Network. Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Yasmani Grandal. Fouled off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit to first. Rizzo is there. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
1 strike.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll start this one at 274. 26 home runs and 61 RBIs. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Javier Baez, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. First delivery to him on the way. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at one of the most dynamic infielders in our sport. and that's Orlando Arcia. Playing up the middle, shortstop, premium position, cannon arm, highlight reel plays, the ability to make the routine one as well. The bat will continue to get better.
First pitch on its way. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Bottom of the second here with no score. To short, hit hard. Arcia fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Popped him up. And Grandal able to make the catch, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Digging in now for the Brewers, Manny Pena. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Bodie backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings. And as you can see, these guys trailing by just a half game in the division race. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Gio Gonzalez. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Third inning, no score to this point. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. 1-2 to the Brewers pitcher. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Home half of the third coming up. No score. The next Cub up, David Bodie. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Stepping in now, Cole Hamels. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. That's popped up. Moustakas in foul ground, and no one will track it down. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2
Now
strikes.
batting,
That elevated
right fielder,
fastball. Every hitter
Jake
thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Swing and a liner. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
D-Rock.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Count remains 2-2. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle.
Now
Gave it
batting,
a good ride, and that's the
baseman.
second time he's
Red.
barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball
yeah.
really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Hayward, the runner at third. Castellanos at second with 2 gone. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Ready with the 1-1. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Cubs strand a couple. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. In now is Lorenzo Cain. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Behind 0-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
In now, Christian Yelich, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Baez has it. Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning. So digging in now, number 18. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. gone in order of the Brewers. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Moustakas has it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. So the base is empty here with one away. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. And now the second pitch of the inning is in the air to right. Yelich is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. So now with 2 out and the base is empty, it's Wilson Contreras. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Back up the middle. Garcia has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, Heidi, thank you. 1-0 the count. 1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Count 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Yasmani Grandal. He's retired to lead off the 5th.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Throw gets Braun at first as he grounds out for out number 2. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. 50th pitch of the game on its way. And he takes a called strike. 0-1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. Standing in, Albert Almora. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Second baseman.
So in now for Chicago, David Bodie. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might score foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Standing in now, Cole Hamels. Now a bunt attempt here. Mustakas takes it in. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit out towards second. And the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, it's been tough to score in this one so far through the fifth inning, but that RBI base hit right there is a nice breakthrough.
Yeah, it's been a great pitcher's duel up until this point. They've been executing on the bump without question, but that RBI knock right there might set the tone for the later innings.
Nick Castellanos now. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the two-out double.
The batter, the third baseman.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Ready now, Chris Bryant. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile now, this ball's troubled as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
He swings and misses. Thrown out. Not in time as he steals second. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Hey, I thought he was going to work around him right here in this situation. But after getting 2 swinging strikes, there's a change of game plan. I guarantee he's going right after him.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Cubs lead it 3-0. Next for Milwaukee, Manny Pena. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. In there, no balls and a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
So he sets him down swinging. Manny Pena goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Heading out towards shallow right. Hayward has a read on it. 2 down. Ben Gamble will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
For Milwaukee, number 16, Ben Gamble.
He'll enter play here at an even 250. 6 home runs, 27 driven in. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. Nothing in 2 now.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Gone in order are the Brewers. Still down 3-0. Freddie Peralta enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the Brewers.
Into the box
Number
now,
51.
Javier Baez.
Ready.
It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
Well, that's pretty much a no-brainer right there. If a guy misses that bad on a curveball, you've got to throw him another one. That was better recognition there.
Popped him up. Pena is under it. He's got it 1 away. Stepping up now, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Now at the plate, Albert Almora. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 3-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. And it's fouled away. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's the first out. Stepping into the box, Christian Yelich. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
Number 18.
Now to the plate, number 18. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Hamels up to 73 pitches now for the afternoon. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward has a read on it. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail it here 3-0. Alex Claudio gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Alex.
Digging in, David Bodie. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And another foul ball. Now another 0-2. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
1-2 to count.
The 1-2 just hung in there on that one. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
The pitcher,
It was a great battle there, and he was one strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Strike called, now the throw down. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. Now a pickoff play at second, just keeping him close. Bodie stands at second with no outs. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And this is scooped away and stays foul, so now the question becomes what to do with 2 strikes. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he's back in standing. A square to bunt, and it's popped up. And the catch is made for the first out of the inning. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
The right fielder.
Here's Jason Hayward now.
Hayward.
First delivery to him on the way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Claudio has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Grandal charging in on it. Now another 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Lays off 1-0. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. One and one. One and one. Here it is. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs strand 1, but they lead it 3-0. Ready for another shot now. Yasmani Grandal. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside 2-0. Cut fastball is in for a strike 2-1. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Back up the middle. Base hit, and the perfect game comes to an end here in the 8th. So he makes it through 7 innings, but they finally get to him for their first hit of the ball game here in inning number 8.
Yeah, Matty V, and that just goes to show you how hard it is to pitch a no-no. Gets through 21 consecutive outs without getting up a hit, D-Roll, but that wasn't the case here to start off the 8th.
Yeah, so much has.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Into the bleachers and gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center as it's now a 3-2 ball game. Into the box, Mike Moustakas. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Hey, what a great job of mixing speeds and mixing up his pitches. 2 hits allowed in this one. Dominant performance.
High in the air out to center field. Almora is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So 2 gone now in the Brewers half of the 8th. And up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch. Slider whipped on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Brewers 2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jeremy Jeffress is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Fouled away. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well to right field. Goodbye home run. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo, number 22 on the year, and it gives the Cubs a 4-2 lead.
You know, that's a huge home run at this point in the game. When you can tack on an extra run heading into the ninth, it's a big confidence boost to the whole team and pretty demoralizing to the opposition.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop.
Into the box now, Javier Baez fouled off. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. And he pops it up back behind second base. Number 18 backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Stepping into the box, Wilson Contreras. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. 0-1 the count. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down and the inning continues. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And in the bat next is Albert Almora. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Contreras, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hard ground ball to third. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player. Just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Stepping in now, David Bodie, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. 0-1 pitch on its way. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2. A bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. Last chance coming up for the Brewers. It's now 4-2 Chicago. Craig Kimbrell comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 24, Craig Kimbrell.
Sammy Manzanillo will be charged with trying to start a rally in the 9th as they go to work against Kimbrell. No balls and a strike to count. Popped him up. Rizzo is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Lorenzo Cain, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1 the count. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
The right fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Christian Yelich. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Cole Hamels in line for the victory, showed the lead hold. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Castellanos has it in his sights, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
4-2 the final score today. The Chicago Cubs used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Cole Hamels earns win number 7 on the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Craig Kimbrell records the save, his 9th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.